Hi, once again. So, as I was thinking, I know a lot of questions, usually people questions they ask about reselling or flipping, stuff like that. People tend to ask the question, what's good to look for? What's good to find? What should I be focusing on? But I think a lot of people ignore or don't really think about the more important question is what to avoid, because there are items that you can easily avoid that's going to save you money and it's going to save you time. These items can be confusing because it seems like it'd be something that you would want to either pick up, but it's a big no. So one of the first items when I'm out looking and I'm out treasure hunting is to avoid anything that says collector on it, because any items that say collector on it, that means that most likely was made a lot of and it has collector on it. It means people held on to it and it loses value. Things that tend to go up in value and tend to have a strong market in collectability are items that were never really meant to be collected, because since they weren't meant to be collected, that means they were thrown away, given away, lost, broken, played with, ruined, because people didn't expect to have to hold on to it. But items that say collectible on it, people will be like, oh, this is worth money. So when they buy it or purchase it or have it, they end up to hold on to it. So it means that the market is usually flooded with it, and the items are maybe lower quality or just not as desirable, because 9 out of 10 times, anybody who wanted it already has it. Another item that I seem to is look out for stuff that is mass produced. So anything that is, I want to say like fast food items, because a lot of fast food items like collectible, like McDonald's stuff and whatnot, is collectible, but only the items that were not they they're collectible because they're rare and the nostalgia factor on it. They weren't rare because of like they were limited edition or stuff like that. Like a lot of that stuff is not really collectible as much. Like stuff from like the really, really early times of McDonald's, stuff like that's collectible just because a lot of kids played with it, stuff gets lost, and like a lot of parents do. And if it wasn't for us parents, the collector market would be a lot less complicated, because what we tend to do is throw away a lot of toys, throw away a lot of items that we need to get rid of. So that's what creates the collectability, because a lot of these kids grow up and all these toys are gone, and it's been so long that thanks to parents, all these items have been in the landfill, are broken, are just misplaced. So a lot of these kids end up wanting it back. So that's how the collectability starts, with all these kids wanting these items. I mean, once they're growing up. But like I said, it's just that thing where like the more collectible items are items that are just weren't ever really meant to be collected, that just for some reason they have this just end up holding on to the nostalgia factor and end up becoming a big thing. What else to avoid? When I go to like things to avoid, it's in mass produced stuff, items coming from technically right now anything China, just because China, anything that's marked China, just because it's mass produced. China pumps out boatloads, uh, cargo hold, or was it cargo boxes full of these items. So anything that's marked China, more than likely it was made cheap to be able to be light and shipped cheap. So anything that's marked China, more likely than not, it's not going to be worth anything. Um, so yeah, so that's, I mean, that's a good start for now. For sure, if I think of anything else, I will add more to this list. But that's a good thing to avoid. Oh, before I forget, remember another one. Um, Collector plates. Don't do collector plates. Collector plates, once again, was something that was produced heavily in like the 60s and 70s and 80s. People collect because they were sold in a way where they were kind of an investment. So everyone that had a collector plate or wanted collector plates or invested in them held onto them, but they were mass produced in large amounts. And unfortunately, whoever wanted a collector plate or wanted to collect a collector plate, they have. I was told once by an estate seller, the people that collected collector plates have passed on, and none of the new younger people are collecting them. So at this point, all the collector market for collector plates, it's pretty much unfortunate to say, this dying off. So, like I said, that's why collector plates are so cheap, and they're not worth the hassle. They're not worth the time. Even at $1 a piece, they're not worth it. Like I said, it falls into that category. I'm like, they were sold to be held onto. So everyone that ever wanted one held onto it, and the market is flooded. So I would avoid those. I mean, buy them if you like them for your own personal collection, but I just don't waste your time with them. All right. So yeah, if I think anything else, I'll make sure to pass it along. All right. Have a good one. Bye.